For the 21st year live from the corner of Barristo and Sunrise in beautiful Palm Springs, we say hello and welcome on into opening day for the Palm Springs Power. I'm Stephen Buxton, joined by Zach Durham. And Zach, the Power coming off of back-to-back CPCL championships, try and make a big statement here against the Utah Labs. Again, welcome on in, everybody. It's a pleasure to have you in here. First pitch in just a couple of minutes. It'll be at 6:30. We have Hudson Bonkel on the mound for the Power. And Zach, it's been basically dominance ever since Casey Dill stepped foot in Palm Springs. What can we see today?
Yeah, well, this year's roster is going to be filled with guys that you're used to seeing wearing red uniforms out here at Palm Springs Stadium. Hudson Bonkel, one of them last season with the Power. He only threw 14.2 innings, but a .61 ERA across those outings. He's going to be on the bump tonight. Expected to be one of the key arms for the Power this summer. A lot of other returners, too.
Hudson Bonkel, the big man out of Ohio University. He's got a knack for throwing strikes just around 70% of the time last time out here in the summer. But in that Power lineup, there's a lot of returners, namely the Kleinman brothers bookending the lineup. Casey Kleinman leading things off at catcher. Cato Kleinman rounded it out at second base, and a smattering of returners in between.
Yeah, I mean, Casey's going to be one of those guys that should come right in and be a spark for this lineup. In the past 2 seasons at VCU, he's hit .282, a .360 slugging percentage. He's one of those guys, plays middle infield, catcher, and he's really going to be a crucial part for this Power lineup, especially leading off.
It's a new lineup that they're facing off against the Utah Labs. They did not play against the Power last year, but for the Power, it might be new guys out there, but it's a familiar spot, a target on their back. They were the best team in the league all year last year. They rode a massive winning streak, and then the walk-off home run by Noah Blythe at Azusa Pacific to win the CPCL championship in the 9th inning. Zach, it's day one. Casey's trying to go for the immaculate season. He told us before the season that that's the only thing he really hasn't done here, and he's right. He's got a winning percentage over 800. He's won 4 championships since he's been here in 7 years. It's an impeccable resume, and it should be a great summer.
Yeah, I mean, last year he got close. I mean, I believe they got that win streak up to a franchise record 52 games, 51, around there. It was long, and they only lost a couple of games near the latter half of that season last year. So the guys that are returning were a part of that team. They know what it was like to go through that grind and lose that first game. I'm sure they don't want to repeat that this year.
Summer baseball is a grind, but it all starts here. Coming off a 35-2 season, they rode a 51-game win streak, but most importantly, they won the last 2 games of the year. The back-to-back CPCL championship, Palm Springs Power about to take the field. Ceremonial first pitch and anthems coming up. We'll be right back.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including 1 mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about. Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Family setting, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. They cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. Oh, look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
We are ready to go in Palm Springs. Again, welcome on in, everybody. Stephen Buxton joined by Zach Durham for opening day for the Power. The 21st year playing at Palm Springs Stadium. And Zach, it's Hudson Bonkel on the mound. It'll be a fastball, curveball, slider, changeup, and that slider's really the out pitch, isn't it?
Yeah, you were telling me that that's going to be his go-to if he's ahead in the count, especially on 0-2 counts. He's going to be able to have that opportunity to just kind of, make him chase that slider. And if he's on his game tonight, we're going to see a lot of Labs chasing that slider.
It's a good slider. It's a fastball that sits in the lower 90s. He can sometimes get it up to 94 or 5. He's going to be sitting around 90 to 92 or 3. But it's a good defense behind him, too, and that's something that Casey really prided himself on, how they started out this season last year. They started out with 2 blowout wins, but just 1 error, just 1 unearned run, or a couple of runs. Just one of them was unearned, though, and it was a couple really good back-to-back wins that they started the 2024 season with. But now it's the Labs coming up. It's a new opponent, but again, a lot of familiar faces. It'll be Mark Kirkland at first base, Ryer Evans at third base, Michael Gonzalez and Cato Kleinman up the middle, Miles Walton, Keaton Nato, and Grayson Gegg in the outfield from left to right, and behind the plate is Casey Kleinman.
Yeah, the Kleinman brothers come right in. They haven't played for the Power since 2021. They had quite a few multi-year hiatus away from Palm Springs Stadium, but as you mentioned, Casey's behind the dish, Cato's at second base. Hopefully we see both of those brothers make some good defensive plays.
It's a good defense behind Hudson Bonkel. He gets a couple of ground balls here and there, and he'll be able to take advantage of a lot of Division I talent on this team, and it's a team that's just going to keep getting better as the summer progresses with more guys coming in over the next couple of weeks. But he'll lead things off against Truman Duria, the center fielder for the Labs. Duria, Ashton Burnett, Ethan Hatch, the first 3, Bodie Goins, Mason Ward, Thomas Summers, 4 through 6, and then 7 through 9, Cole Talley, Jalen Thomas, and Isaac Hirol, the left fielder, rounding things out. But the first pitch at 6:31 is a strike fouled off down the left field line, and we are off in the 2025 Palm Springs Power season.
Duria, first pitch swinging from the left side of the plate. Liked what he saw from Bonkel's first offering.
Bonkel with the 0-1 pitch, gets a fastball off the corner, can't get the call there. It's 1-1 now. No outs, top of the first here in Palm Springs. Hudson Bonkel, the big righty out of Ohio, kicks and fires. 1-1. Chopper to first. Kirkland will take it. And the first out of the season is a ground ball to Mark Kirkland.
Good start for Bonkel. Good command early on. Only had to throw 3 pitches. However, got the first out. Good to see.
Looked like he had the changeup there. It sawed him off right to Mark Kirkland. And now it's the righty Ashton Burnett with 1 out and nobody on. First pitch from Bonkel is fouled back over the press box. It's 0-1. And just like that, Zach, Bonkel already just attacking the zone to the 3 first pitches for strikes.
Yeah, he's going right at these hitters. Very aggressive approach. And that's what you like to see out of the guy getting the starting nod.
0-1 pitch. Hooks a breaking ball outside. It's 1-1 now.
Not a bad spot to miss after showing him a first pitch fastball.
1-1 pitch from Bonkel, working out of the stretch, kicks and fires, and that's a swing and a miss at a high fastball. 1-2, 1 out. No score. First inning of the Palm Springs Power season on a beautiful night. It's going to be a big crowd. There will be fireworks after the game. 1-2 pitch off the hands, and that's going to go into the stands. We'll do a 1-2 count again.
First hitter was a lefty. This one in Burnett from the right side of the plate. Either way, Bonkel is attacking these hitters on the inner half of the plate.
1-2 pitch. Bonkel gets the swing and a miss there. Drop, third strike. Kleinman tags him, throws it down to third, and they'll get it around the horn.
Yeah, good setup. That last pitch was a fastball in the inner half, setting up the off speed or the breaking ball. That just not a great swing from Burnett for the second out.
Strike three leads things to Ethan Hatch, the second baseman and three-hole hitter for the Labs, who takes strike one on the corner. Good pitch by Bonkel. Bonkel really worked with that fastball a lot last season. Dominated with it to the tune of an ERA under 1. Second pitch looked like the curveball in the dirt there. It's 1-1. Hatch up now with 2 outs. Bodie Goins on deck. 1-1 pitch. Chopper to third, fielded by Evans. Throw down to first. In time and a clean first inning for Hudson Bonkel, and the Palm Springs Power season is off to a good start. We'll be back for the bottom of the first.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. But look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Big Beautiful All-Day Menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99 at Palm Springs' most popular.
Bottom of the first here in Palm Springs. Clean 1-2-3 inning for Hudson Bonkel, and now the bats are going to take their turn against Elio Romo out of Phoenix College. Leading off for the Power, a familiar face, Casey Kleinman out of VCU. He'll start things off. Rylan Evans, Miles Walton, Keaton Nadeau, 2 through 4. Mark Kirkland coming back, Grayson Gegg, Christian Perez, Mike Gonzalez, and Cato Kleinman round out the lineup. It'll be against a defensive lineup for the Labs. We'll take you through it in just a second. First pitch inside almost hits Kleinman from Romo. Romo backed by Hatch, Talley, Burnett, and Goins from left to right in the infield. The outfield, Summers, Duria, and Hiral. And behind the plate is Thomas. They've got all 3 catchers on their lineup card, or on their roster in their lineup today, as that one's outside for ball 2. Back-to-back fastballs missing the zone.
Yeah, they've got Thomas behind the dish. They've got another one in right field, and their DH is the other. So utilizing all 3 catchers tonight.
Cato Kleinman back in the lineup and a sharp grounder to third base. Good throw to get him on time. 5-3 putout on the third pitch of the game.
Yeah, Casey just pulling that from the right-handed batter's box down the third base line. Easy play for the third baseman.
Now it turns it to Rylan Evans, coming in, making his Power debut out of University of the Pacific. Had a solid year over there, batted .242, and the first pitch to him is lifted up, just got under it over to shallow center field. Duria takes a couple steps in, calls for it, and 2 quick outs for the Power, and it's Miles Walton trying to extend the inning.
A lot of aggressive hitters tonight. We saw a couple first pitch swings from the Utah Labs, and right there it's Rylan Evans with a first pitch fly out to center field. Let's see if we can milk it in at bat here from Walton.
Miles Walton steps in against Elio Romo, who's already set. Kicks and fires out of the stretch. First pitch fastball gets the call on the corner of the zone. It's 0-1, 2 outs. No score here in the first inning in Palm Springs. Walton out of Sacramento State. All-Metro second team in his high school. Takes ball 1 outside. It's 1-1.
He slugged .426 in 2025. Much improved from his 2024 season, so starting to add that power to his repertoire.
With a 1-1 count right now, he's waiting for Ramos to get ready, or Romo to step up. 1-1 out of Clayton, California. Miles Walton swings and hits that one off the hands, just fouls it off. It's 1-2 now. 2 outs, no base runners so far. A clean first inning for Hudson Bonkel, and Elio Romo trying to match him. 1-2 pitch from Romo. Swing and a miss. He got him with the off speed. 1-2-3 inning, and Hudson Bonkel going back to work. Bodie Goins, Mason Ward, Thomas Summers due up for the Labs. We'll be right back after a break.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Like a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever your adventure, you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Top of the second here in Palm Springs. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up against Hudson Bonkel for the Labs. Bodie Goins, the first baseman, starting things off. Bonkel worked a 1-2-3 inning, ground ball to Mark Kirkland, a strikeout of Ashton Burnett, and an Ethan Hatch ground out to third base. Got him through pretty quickly, and the Ohio product trying to get a solid start to the season here. First pitch of the second inning, fastball in, and a swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
Very aggressive approach to start this second inning for Bonkel, as in the first. That's what you like to see out of your ace.
0-1 pitch from Bonkel. Still no base runners, but breaking ball outside. It's 1-1 now. Bonkel's a guy who he's just trying to get signed, basically. He wants to get a shot to play at the next level. He's had a solid career in college. Swing and a miss there. Good changeup by Bonkel. It's 1-2 now. He's shown at moments that he can put it together, but this season an ERA in the 5s at Ohio, that was a big part due to a tough defense behind him, and he gets him off the end of the bat. A high fly ball from Goins out to right field. Grayson Gegg settles under it, and there's one out in the second.
Gegg settling right under that pretty routine fly ball to the right fielder. And that'll bring up Mason Ward, the DH.
Bonkel today facing off against Mason Ward. He's the starter today, but he's really only probably going to go 2 or 3 innings, maybe a fourth depending on the pitch count, but he's still treating it as a typical start, not as a bullpen day. Beautiful curveball in there as the first pitch is a strike against Ward.
Yeah, he just spun that one right over the dish. He's feeling it.
Bonkel working quickly. 0-1 pitch with 1 out. Pulls it outside. It's 1-1 now, but Bonkel, he said that he thought he was a little bit immature earlier in his collegiate career. He really was a starter in his senior and freshman years, but in between working out of the pen as he blows a fastball by him, it's 1-2 now. But he's realized that all he needs is just a chance to get on the field, and he's really shown what he could do in a power uniform. 1-2 pitch, and good morning, good afternoon, good night. Down goes Mason Ward as he blows a high fastball by him. 2 outs here.
Well, we knew that Bonkel had the velocity to throw it by hitters, but what I'm really impressed with so far is his command. He's going right after hitters. He's, not wasting too many pitches when he doesn't need to. And right there, 1, 2, 3 for the second out.
2 outs, and it's Thomas Summers now the right fielder and 6-hole hitter for the Labs against Bonkel. Righty already firing, and a first pitch outside. It's ball 1. But Bonkel, again, he's realized that just getting him an opportunity is all he needs. He's shown what he can do. Fouls that one off the hands into Sunrise Park. It's 1-1.
Yeah, he's shown what he can do on the baseball field, but he certainly can do it in the classroom too. Back-to-back seasons in 23 and 24, all academic in the MAC.
1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2 now.
And there's that slider that we expected to see hitters chasing. That was almost in the left-handed batter's box.
And that slider's his out pitch. He's racked up a lot of Ks. He had 9 of them on March 14th against Central Michigan. 1-2 pitch. Tried for the slider again, just too far outside. It's even at 2.
9 strikeouts in a conference game. That's what you like to see.
2-2 pitch from Bonkel. 2 outs, and it's outside. A full count now.
Yeah, and that was the first pitch where he didn't really feel like he stayed in his mechanics throughout the entire pitch, falling over on the glove side.
Payoff pitch, 3-2. Outside, ball 4, and the first base runner of the game. Cole Talley coming up. Thomas Summers on first after the walk.
Yeah, I just felt like Bonkel was kind of working him too much on that outside, trying to paint that corner, and sometimes you can be a little too cute when you're trying to finish a hitter, and then you end up putting on first base.
And Bonkel's not going to walk a lot of guys. I mean, you just do not see it from him. Last season with the Power, all summer he only walked 3 guys to 21 strikeouts as that first pitch is fouled off by Talley. It's 0-1.
Yeah, I think we need to talk about his stats last season more. I mean, small sample size, barely through 14 innings, but he only allowed 1 hit across 48 batters.
0-1 pitch, outside, 1-1. But it was such an impressive 14 innings. I mean, we joked about it. Basically, if you were an opposing hitter, you woke up 0-2 against Hudson Bonkel. 1-1 pitch, but before that, he checks down to first, not in time to get him. Good job by Summers getting back. Mark Kirkland applied the tag.
Kirkland, the lefty over there, usually easier for a lefty first baseman to put that tag on the runner at first.
1-1 pitch. Upstairs, ball 2. 2-1, 2 outs, a runner on first. No score, no hits, just 1 base runner so far, the Thomas Summers walk.
First half, it seemed like he was attacking the hitters inside. This second inning, he's been going on the outer half a lot more. A lot of righties in this lineup for the Labs, which is good for his slider.
Bonkel trying to control the running game again. This isn't the MLB where you only have 2 disengagements. Bonkel can check down all he wants, but fires a fastball there, upstairs, and it's 2-2 now. Bonkel a strike away from getting out of the inning. Bonkel strike 3 there. Fastball blew it by him again. We're through 1.5 here in Palm Springs. Bottom of the second coming up. Keaton Nadeau, Mark Kirkland, Grayson Gegg leading off for the Power. We'll be right back after a break.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Bottom of the second here in Palm Springs. Still no score, no hits. But the first base runner of the day, a walk by Thomas Summers issued by Hudson Bonkel. Power going to take the bats out. It's Keaton Nadeau, Mark Kirkland, Grayson Gegg up. If one of them can reach Christian Perez at the 7-hole in DH, we'll try and put up a big number for Hudson Bonkel, who's worked through 2 clean innings. Again, just the 1 walk, 3 Ks so far. But the important number, the 0 in that runs column. Elio Romo back out on the mound. He worked through a quick inning. 1, 2, 3, struck out Miles Walton to finish up the first. And now it's Keaton Nadeau out of Cal State San Bernardino. He was committed to Washington out of high school, out of Highland, California, and he takes a first pitch fastball for strike 1.
31 games off the bench for San Bernardino. He hit .412, 7 hits. Also scored 8 runs, a couple extra base hits as well.
Fouls that one just off the end of the bat into the park. It's 0-2, and so far, Elio Romo, it's looked like a lot of fastballs so far, but he's been pounding the zone. He's gone ahead of just about every hitter.
Yeah, pretty similar to Bonkel for the power. I mean, these are 2 pitchers, power pitchers that are going to go right at you and be aggressive.
0-2, no outs to the leadoff man. Chopper to first, fielded by Goins. He's going to take it himself, and 3 pitches gets the first out of the inning. Keaton Nadeau goes down, and it's Mark Kirkland coming up and back in Palm Springs for another year.
Mark Kirkland is a guy that is used to hitting here in Palm Springs Stadium as a career. 5th, top 5 all-time in franchise history for plate appearances. A career .302 hitter with an OPS of just north of 800.
Kirkland, the big lefty, stands in and watches ball 1 get away from the catcher, Thomas. He'll just grab one from the umpire and let that ball go. It's 1-0 against Kirkland, and he's had a great eye at the plate. He had a fantastic senior season at Redlands as a graduate student. .342 batting average. Ball 2 outside. He's ahead 2-0. 454 on base, 529 slugging. He had a .983 OPS, played in 42 games, started all of them, and was a huge part of a high octane Redlands offense.
He even swiped a couple bags too, 7 of them.
A big man who can move. 6'5", 230. And newly married. He got married in the offseason. But now he's back in Palm Springs again with a 3-ball count. Very familiar spot. He led the team in walks before an injury on a slide last season took him out for the rest of the summer. Fouls it off. It's 3-1 now with 1 out, nobody on here in the bottom of the second.
Hitters count for Mark Kirkland. Let's see if he's sitting fastball.
Lefty-righty matchup. Kirkland watches ball 4 and gets the first base runner of the 2025 power season.
Good approach from Kirkland, just looking for his pitch, didn't quite get it, and just taking what the pitcher is giving him, will gladly walk on down to first base.
Only one pitch was particularly close. Kirkland offered at it, didn't get a good hack. But now it's time for Grayson Gegg, back-to-back lefties in the power lineup. Gegg, the right fielder today, with Mark Kirkland at first. And again, Kirkland can run pretty well for a big guy. 1 out, first pitch inside in the dirt. But Thomas does a good job keeping him close. Kirkland took a big secondary there.
Yeah, I mean, he might be 6'5", 230, but don't let those numbers give you the impression that he doesn't have any wheels. He will take off if necessary.
Gegg, another addition to what's becoming a Mercer to Palm Springs pipeline lately. One of a handful of Mercer players here this season. Last season there was Eli Brown, who played a pivotal role in the power offense, playing left field almost every day for them. It's 1-1 against Gegg. Was a freshman at Mercer out of St. Simons, Georgia. Takes strike 1 on the outside corner. A good fastball there by Romo.
He put up some video game numbers at his high school. First team All-State in the state of Georgia. hit over 400, 30-plus RBIs.
And he's got a 1-2 count here. Pitch is chopper to second. Eats up Burnett there. He's going to let Kirkland take second, throw down to first just in time to get the out.
Yeah, that was just a chopper right when it hit the dirt in front of Burnett over at second base. No chance to get Kirkland at second.
The error by Burnett allows Kirkland to take second. Gegg is out at first, but it's 2 outs with a runner in scoring position for Christian Perez.
First at bat with a runner in scoring position for anyone on the Power this season. Let's see how they go as step off of the mound from Romo.
Christian Perez is going to have to wait just a moment as Thomas is going to go talk to his pitcher, Romo, who has done pretty well so far. Again, he's pounding the zone. He's gone ahead of hitters. Just the one base runner. And really only 2 balls even put in play, or 3 balls put in play so far from a power offense that you need to get ahead of. This team averaged around 10 runs a game last season. And right now they're trying to get an early start. 2 outs in the bottom of the second inning. Christian Perez, the designated hitter, up. Mark Kirkland on second. First pitch and off speed, and Perez was just on top of it. Fouls it back.
Not a bad swing there. I think he was expecting a fastball. We've seen a lot of them from Romo. It seems like as this second inning has dragged on, he's taken a little bit more off of it.
Ahead of Perez, 0-1. Perez with a chopper to second again. This time Burnett fields it cleanly, throws it down to first, and we're through 2 innings here in Palm Springs. No score, top of the third coming up.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blaze, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Top of the third inning here in Palm Springs. Stephen Buxton, Zach Durham joining you here on opening day. No score, no hits on the board so far. Couple of base runners last inning. Mark Kirkland reached on a walk. Grayson Gegg moved him over on a fielder's choice with anything, though. Christian Perez grounded out to second base, and Hudson Bonkel back out on the mound for his third inning of work. Facing off against Jalen Thomas, the backstop for the Utah Labs. One ball, 1 strike now as he swings at a fastball in the right over the plate, actually.
Yeah, big right-handed swing from Thomas. He was sitting fastball and just way late.
1-1 pitch, and he's late again. Dialed up the heat, and Thomas couldn't catch up. It's 1-2 now. No outs, nobody on.
First swing was a one-hand follow-through. The second one was 2 hands, so he's trying to get comfortable in the plate or in the box.
1-2, tried to dial it up again, but there's 2 balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. 8-9-1 due up this inning. 8-9-1 due up this inning. 2-2 pitch in the dirt. Count is full.
Yeah, you could see that one coming from a mile away after starting that at-bat with nothing but fastballs. Runs the count full.
Again, Bonkel with the fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. He might look to the slider here. Payoff pitch, and he dialed up the heat, and he blew it by him again. Another strikeout for Hudson Bonkel. Make it 4 on the night.
Yeah, and he went right back to his fastball. We talked about his slider and how that's going to be his out pitch, but in that at-bat, it was going to be the fastball to get it done.
He saw something he liked. He stuck with the fastball, and now it's Isaac Hurrell, and back to the bread and butter. Fastball up and in, and Hurrell swinging at it. 0-1, 1 out. Still no hits for either team. Bonkel dealing, and a good curveball there. It's 0-2.
Yeah, Hurrell just swinging right over the top of that 0-2 count. Bonkel can go anywhere here.
Bonkel working quickly. 0-2 pitch. Hard liner to third. Great grab over there. Throw down to first. Got him in time.
Nice play over there by Rylan Evans from the hot corner. Had to slide, go to his knee, popped right up, and fires a strike over to Kirkland at first for the second out.
5-3 put out. Isaac Hurrell had an absolute laser to the hot corner, but it was no big deal for Rylan Evans. Again, a strike down to Mark Kirkland. And we've got 2 outs in the third inning. First pitch is a ball against Truman Duria. 1-0. Duria, the leadoff man in the game, skies that one foul down the left field line. Walton giving it chase. He took it all the way to the fence, but it's going to go into the stands.
Yeah, just right near that bullpen over down the third base line. Good to see some fans creeping into the bleachers down over there in left field.
Bonkel out of Centennial High School, Corona, California. Another season in a Power uniform, a place that he has really enjoyed playing for. He said that having Casey as a manager, it's really like a professional setting. 1-1 pitch. Up high, ball 2.
Yeah, I tried to spin a backdoor slider there. Just left it up.
Like a lot of players, he appreciates how Casey Dill just lets them do what they need to do to be ready. And he gets a ground ball to second base. Cato Kleinman down to Mark Kirkland. And we're going to the bottom of the third inning. Another 0 put up by Hudson Bonkel. The bats need to get to work. We'll be back. Bottom of the third inning here in Palm Springs. No score so far. A great job by Elio Romo and Hudson Bonkel keeping the bats quiet so far. Mike Gonzalez leading off the inning. The middle infield duo, Mike Gonzalez at short, Cato Kleinman do second up, and then they're turning it over to his brother, Casey Kleinman, the backstop and leadoff man today. He'll be due up third. But first it's Gonzalez who gets hit on the first pitch, a fastball in on the ribs.
That's not how you want to start a season as a hitter, taking one off the rib cage, but I'm sure his on-base percentage will appreciate it.
And he's a big on-base guy. He played at COD this past season, had a monster year, 353 average, 516 on base. And he had a great year with the 2024 PSCL champion Blue Sox. Mike Gonzalez has been all around this Palm Springs Stadium complex and had a great year for Casey and COD. He's showing steal. Kleinman showing bunt, and he fouls it off the net. 0-1. Kleinman, twin brother of Casey, out of Virginia Commonwealth. Cato Kleinman, out of Virginia Commonwealth, spent some time at Chaminade University, Monterey Peninsula College, and Santa Clara U. 0-1, and a fastball outside. It's 1-1. No out. Mike Gonzalez on first base after he got drilled by the first pitch of his at-bat.
Yeah, Cato can play anywhere in the middle infield. He's starting at second, but he played some time over at third and shortstop over at Chaminade.
1-1 pitch down, and Thomas getting up, checking on Gonzalez in case he was thinking of going. Had a big secondary lead there. Corners playing in. Shortstop playing just about parallel with the bag. Second base Burnett playing back. 2-1 pitch. Left-handed Cato Kleinman. 2-1 count, nobody out, and that one gets by Burnett. Mike Gonzalez caught in the middle. He throws down, and it gets away from Tally. Gonzalez stays there. He slid in head first. And now it's 3-1 with a runner in score.
Almost got caught in no man's land. It was an errant throw from the catcher for the Labs and trickles just where the second baseman would have been playing. But fortunately for Gonzalez, he's able to get over to second base unharmed, and still 3-1 count.
A really funky delayed steal there. Wasn't a call, but he'll take it if he can get it. And a wide strike two call there, as Kleinman was already tossing his bat away, but it's at full count now.
Yeah, a little bit on the outer half. Just caught enough to push it to a full count.
Kleinman at the plate. Romo deals, and Kleinman fouls it back. He was late on the fastball outside.
Yeah, back-to-back fastballs on that outer half. It'll be interesting to see what is thrown from Romo. Does he take something off of it and try to get Kleinman out in front or even roll over? If you're Kleinman, you just got to put this ball in play with the guy on second and nobody out.
Payoff pitch. Gonzalez at second. Ball four outside, and he walks him. Kleinman at first, Gonzalez at second, and Casey Kleinman at the plate now. The third inning, Power trying to break through. Elio Romo, the starter, on the mound. Opening day, and Power have a chance to put up a crooked number. Runners on first and second for one of the best hitters in Division I baseball, Casey Kleinman. And he shoots that one up the middle. That's going to get through for the first hit of the year. Gonzalez gets waved through. Throw down to third. That's going to get Kleinman there. But an RBI double for Casey Kleinman. It's 1-0 Power.
Very aggressive approach for Casey, going right up the middle on the first pitch he saw. Heads up defending from the center fielder to Rhea to go straight to third and gun down. Cato tried to go first to third. Either way, the Power score the first run of the 2025 season.
Casey Dill playing aggressive as always. Wave through both of the runners. They get Cato Kleinman, or they get Casey Kleinman at third, or Cato Kleinman at third. Casey's at second now, but it's 1-0 Power with Rylan Evans up. He swings through the first pitch. It's 0-1 with one out. Casey Kleinman on second base, the catcher for today. It's 1-1 now as a fastball in the dirt. Kleinman had 21 RBIs at VCU. He's just the second player in that school's history to strike out 5 or fewer times in 100 or more at-bats. The guy just puts the ball in play. He did it there, and the Power are up. Rylan Evans flew out to center field last time. It's 1-1 here from Romo. Fastball at the top of the zone gets the call. It's 1-2 now.
Evans already showing off his stellar defense over there at third base. Let's see if he can drive a runner in from scoring position.
Out of University of the Pacific. Evans, 1-2 pitch, almost gets hit by the curveball there. It's 2-2 now. Had a 242 average this season, 314 on base, 335 slug, a 669 OPS. He played in 40 games, scored 14 runs, had 3 home runs. But right now it's a 2-2 count and a fastball outside. It's a full count.
That was pretty much given to them.
No one warming up in either pen right now, so it's Elio Romo's inning. Miles Walton stepping up, the 6', 170-pound righty. Out of Sacramento State, takes ball 1 outside. 1-0, 1 out. He's got Casey Kleinman on second. He's got Rylan Evans on first, and a 1-0 lead right now for Hudson Bonkel, who's worked 3 clean innings so far. 1-0 pitch. They're going to check down to Kleinman. Line for Kleinman at third. And it's second and third now after the errant throw.
Casey wanted to go score on that one. He saw the late breaks that Casey Dill gave him and kind of fell over adjusting, but great opportunity for Miles Walton to drive in 2 runners and extend that lead.
Casey Dill will manage aggressively, but right there he puts up the stop sign. They've got runners at second and third now. 1-0 pitch, upstairs, ball 2.
Good spot for Walton to get a pitch that he is ready to drive. 2-0, first and second hitters in the lineup, both in scoring position.
2-0 count, big chance for the Power here in the dirt, and that gets by Thomas. Here comes Casey Kleinman. Throw not even at Romo. Good job by Goins coming by to back that up. Would have been a disaster. 1 run scores. It's 2-0 Power here in the third.
Yeah, whether that's a pass ball or wild pitch, either way, the flip back to the plate from Thomas was errant, and easily scoring from third is Kleinman. Moving over from second to third is Evans. 3-0 count.
Rylan Evans 90 feet away. Miles Walton up with a 3-0 count. And he lines that one up the middle for a hit. It's 3-0 Power. RBI single, Miles Walton, and the Power showing what they can do early on. A crooked number, and Elio Romo is in trouble. 1 out, runner on first. A meeting at the mound as they're starting to finally get someone warm.
Miles Walton having the 3-0 green light and putting it right back where it came. Another line drive single right back up there to Casey Kleinman's. And as you mentioned, a 3-0 lead now forces a early mound visit here in the bottom of the third for the Utah Labs.
And now they have 2 pitchers.
Labs.
And now they have 2 pitchers warming up in the bullpen. Or actually, it's just one right now. The other player over there just to watch out for foul balls.
Looks like Cooper Elliott, the righty out of Dawson Community College, is out there getting hot for the Labs.
And this Labs staff, it's a solid roster. Some players out of the more talented junior college or NAIA schools in the area. A couple of Division I arms out there too. But right now, Elio Romo needs to get out of a jam. He's got a runner on. He's already allowed 3, and it's the heart of the Power lineup. Keaton Nadeau up. He skies that one into medium right field, and that one's just going to go foul.
Yeah, that thing kept slicing and slicing away from fair territory, closer to that bullpen over there on the right-hand side of the field where Cooper Elliott is warming up.
Keaton Nadeau out of Cal State San Bernardino. He had a fantastic year there as a true freshman. 31 games, hit over 400. 412, 444 on base, 529 slug, a 973 OPS as a freshman. Runners going, throw down to second. Not in time. Stolen base by Miles Walton, shown off the wheels. Pitch was called a strike. It's 0-2 with 1 out and a runner in scoring position for Nato.
Yeah, Coach Dill is going to want to get as many guys on second base just to up the stakes a little bit for whoever's on the bump. Very aggressive approach, and it's paid off almost through 3 innings here.
0-2 count. Romo needs to bear down. Tries to throw in a slider. It doesn't spin enough to get back to the zone. Keaton Nato with a great RBI opportunity here. Middle of the infield wide open. Outfield playing straight up. Big gaps here in a large park. 2-2 pitch. Liner to short. Walton going. They'll concede the run for an out. And a close play at first. Almost safe is Nato, but a good throw by Talley gets him in time.
I was a little surprised to see the Labs, at least their middle infield, sitting back. I mean, that play, if the shortstop is in, you might have a play at the plate. They opted to just get the easy out at first, and it brings in the 4th run of the game for the Power.
RBI fielder's choice for Keaton Nato. They concede the run, and bases are clear now for Mark Kirkland. 2 outs, nobody on, but a 4-run Power lead here on opening night. Bottom of the 3rd inning in Palm Springs. 2 hits from the Power, ball 1 to Mark Kirkland. Second pitch of that bat. A fastball, good job by Thomas framing it to get the call. It's 1-1 now. Mark Kirkland's been all over the place in his collegiate career, but has found a fantastic role at Redlands. He's spent 3 years there, or 4 years, 2020 to 2022. He came back in 25. He's got a batting average in his career well into the 300s there. He hit over 340 this season. He's been to Prairie View A&M, Winthrop, Cal Baptist. But back here with the Power, he takes ball 3.
111 career RBIs at Redlands. Got to be up there in that record book.
His 4th season with the Power here. The big lefty has had a lot of big moments in Palm Springs. 3-1 pitch. Liner down the right field line. It goes foul. An absolute missile off of Mark Kirkland's bat. Just hooked it, though.
Yeah, I would have liked to see the exit velo on that one.
Yeah, we do not have our TrackMan up right now, but I'm sure that was well over 100 miles an hour off the bat.
Another big hack.
3-2 pitch, fouls it back into the net. We'll do it again. 3-2, 2 outs, 4 runs scored here in the 3rd inning. It's 4-0, bottom of the 3rd inning. Power adding some insurance after they started it off with Mike Gonzalez, who got hit on the first pitch of the inning. Payoff pitch. Skies it foul. That's going to go over towards the bounce house down the left field line.
It might have hit the bounce house.
Look out, kids, on a packed night in Palm Springs. There's a couple kids playing in the bounce house right now. Everyone else focused on what should be a fantastic game. 4-0 Power.
Well, the Power have gotten their 4 runs by going station to station, a couple walks, a hit by pitch, a few singles. Mark Kirkland right now is trying to do it all by himself with a few heavy swings in this at-bat. It's a full count with 2 outs.
3-2. Romo trying to win the battle. Pitch to Kirkland. Inside, ball 4, and another walk for Mark Kirkland. Second one in as many innings. And at this point, you got to think Elio Romo might be getting close to having his night over. No meeting at the mound. And Grayson Gegg, the 8th hitter of the inning, coming up. 0-for-1, grounded out into the fielder's choice that moved Kirkland over to second last inning. Gegg playing right field today. He's played some first base. Takes strike 1 down the middle.
Gegg's a big pickleball guy. Are you a pickleball guy, Steven?
I've never played, but they played a lot at the job I work in the off season. 0-1 pitch outside. It's 1-1 now.
Yeah, Gegg not the only guy on this Palm Springs Power roster that listed pickleball as one of their key hobbies.
He was a great athlete in high school, played football. He was all-region as a tight end. He lettered in football. He was one of the better prospects coming out of Georgia in his recruiting class. 1-1 pitch, called strike 2 at the bottom of the zone. 1-2 now, 2 outs. Mark Kirkland at first. 4-0 Power lead in the bottom of the third inning. Here on opening day in Palm Springs, Power against the Utah Labs. Their starter, Elio Romo, trying to leave it to 4. Mark Kirkland running on the pitch, and it's in the dirt. He's safe at second. No throw as the breaking ball curved in on the left-handed Gegg. It would have been an awkward throw for Thomas to get off. Another stolen base for the Kirkland. And now Deuce is wild. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. A runner on second for Grayson Gegg. Ball 3 inside. Count is full.
Yeah, that's not a bad spot for Romo to miss. Just a little too all over the place in this at-bat against Greg to get the umpire to call that strike on the inner half.
Romo's been solid. It's just every time he's missed off the plate, the Power have not given him anything. 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4, back-to-back walks. And Christian Perez, the 9th hitter of the inning, coming up.
And here comes a coach coming out to the mound. That might be all for Romo. Couldn't quite get out of this third, but we'll see if that is it for him.
Yeah, there will be a meeting on the mound, and that's going to be it. They're calling to the pen. It's going to be Elliot Cooper coming in for the Utah Labs. Elio Romo's night is done after he walked Grayson Gegg. Mark Kirkland at second, Gegg at first. We'll be right back. 2 outs here in the third. Power up 4-0 here in Palm Springs. Welcome back. Top of the fourth inning here in Palm Springs. Apologies for some technical difficulties. Christian Perez came up and hit a ground ball at a perfectly positioned tally at shortstop. Cooper Elliott replacing Elio Romo. Had to just face one batter to get out of the jam, but it's 4-0 Power, and Hudson Bonkel still on the mound. He'll face off against Ashton Burnett, Ethan Hatch, and Bodie Goins.
And that was a long half inning in the bottom of the third when the Power put up those 4 runs. Sometimes as a pitcher, you know, you got to stay loose. You don't like sitting in the dugout for too long. So let's see how he comes out and starts this fourth inning.
First pitch, a liner right up the middle, and the first hit of the day for the Utah Labs.
It was a good pitch, outer half to the righty. He just slaps it right up the middle. Very aggressive approach. We've seen that a lot from both teams tonight. And as you mentioned, first hit of the season for the Utah Labs.
Ethan Hatch now. Inning. Hudson Bonkel still yet to allow a run. And first pitch fastball out off the end of the bat, and he fouls it back into the park. Here's how we got here. A scoreless first 2.5. Then the Power come up in the third. Mike Gonzalez got hit on the first pitch. Ground ball to short. Throw down to second. Down to first in time for the double play. Gonzalez to Kleinman to Kirkland, and we've got 2 outs here in the fourth.
Perfectly executed double play from your middle infield. There's the flip from Gonzalez, the quick transfer from Cato Kleinman over to Kirkland at first. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth.
So Gonzalez got hit by a pitch. Cato Kleinman came up and walked, and that really showed the beginning of the end for Elio Ramo. The 5 walks on the day was his undoing as a first pitch line drive down the left field line. This is going to be extra bases for for Bodie Goins. Stand up double as Miles Walton throws it in from deep left field. And with 2 outs, the Labs have a runner in scoring position.
Another aggressive approach. First pitch swinging. This time it's roped down the third base line from Bodie Goins. First really solid hits have been right up the middle. And first extra base hit of the game.
Just 4 hits between the two teams, 2 for the Labs, and really the only trouble that Hudson Bonkel's been in so far this game. 2 outs, a runner on second. Bonkel is going to step off after looking back. Bonkel really prides himself on working with runners in scoring position as chopper off the end of the bat to Cato Kleinman, throw down to Kirkland in time to get the 3rd out of the inning. Couple of hits, but Bonkel works around him. 4 batters that inning, and we're going to the bottom of the 4th inning. Power up 4-0.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Think of the highest quality you can imagine. Now, think higher.
Bottom of the 4th inning, Power put up 4 in the last frame. Trying to add on more here. It's Mike Gonzalez after they sent 9 to the plate last inning. Gonzalez started it off getting hit by the first pitch he saw. And then it all fell off for the Labs.
Yeah, as I said earlier, it was station to station in that third inning. You know, no extra base hits, just a couple of singles, and it was, I believe, 5 walks from Elio Romo, and just the lack of command in that third inning really was his Achilles heel. His power trying to add to it.
Again, thank you for joining us here on Fox 1270 on the Power YouTube or Power Baseball YouTube channel. Stephen Buxton, Zach Durham joining you, and again, it was the free bases. It was Zach Durham joining you, and again, it was the free bases. It was some spotty fielding, but the Power just grinded out 4 runs, and now they've got a good chance to add on more here. They're working against Cooper Elliott after Elio Romo, frankly, got saved there. He allowed 4 runs, all of them earned, but had a chance for much more. But Cooper Elliott came up, and the first batter he saw induced a ground ball by Christian Perez. 6-3 putout got them out of the inning, and now it's Mike Gonzalez stepping up. Elliott's first pitch, outside, ball 1.
Yeah, you mentioned Mike Gonzalez, pretty familiar hitting around at this field. He was a part of the Blue Sox last year in the PSCL. Hit .389 in 49 plate appearances.
1-0 pitch, a beautiful curveball, falls out of the sky. It's 1-1 now, and again, Gonzalez very familiar with this staff, this organization. He played with the Blue Sox in the PSCL last year. He played with Casey Dill, Reed Santos, Sam DiMatteo. The whole Power staff is over at College of the Desert. Back-to-back curveballs. That one outs or inside, it's 2-1. And he had a great year up the middle at College of the Desert. Hit over 350 is another breaking ball pulled in the dirt there. It's 3-1. Hit over 350, had 47 hits, 39 runs, and OPS above 900, and 17 strikeouts to 42 walks. And there's another walk there for him. First one of the season, second time up, and working 1,000 on-base percentage through 2 at-bats.
Yeah, hit by pitch and a walk. I'm sure he'd much rather watch 4 balls go by him than taking one off the rib cage. Either way, as you mentioned, 1,000 on-base percentage. That'll bring up Cato Kleinman.
Cato Kleinman walked last time up, reached second, tried to go for third on an RBI double by his brother Casey, but got thrown out. Nonetheless, a run scored there, and the floodgates open for the Power as look out, the first pitch inside almost hits Kleinman in the head. Mike Gonzalez goes station to station, stops at second, and it's 1 ball, no strikes, no outs here in the 4th inning. Bottom 4 in Palm Springs, the Power up 4-0 against the Utah Labs. Cato Kleinman, number 7. He'll be playing up the middle for the Power. His brother Casey, all-around utility player tonight doing the catching. 1-0 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Looked like it was low as well. Cato was a team captain over at Westlake High School, 2020 grad over there. Southwest Futures All-Star team. Throw down to second after Gonzalez had a huge lead. He gets back in time. It's 3-0 now. Cooper Elliott needs to find runner on second is Mike Gonzalez. A 4-0 lead, Power over the Labs in the bottom of the 4th inning on opening day. 3-0 pitch. Gonzalez is going to go. Elliott's going to step off. Gonzalez caught in the middle, trying to see if he can nub it, but a quick toss to third base, and they get him.
Yeah, just a missed innings for the Power where the first out is made at third base, and that's something that Casey Dale is probably going to give him an earful for.
Some sloppy base running. Gonzalez kind of just caught in no man's land at that point. It looked like there might have been a delayed steal. Count with 1 out. Off the hands, chopper to second, fielded, thrown down to first in time.
And that's kind of a deflating way to get through 2 outs of this. I mean, 3-0 count just wasted, chopped over to second base. Kind of just that at getting thrown out at third really just changed that at bat for Kleinman. I'll bring up his brother.
Kleinman, ground ball out. It leads it to Casey Kleinman. 2 outs, nobody on. And after kind of some sloppy defense early on, a fielder's choice by Burnett, it's been clean over at second for the Labs. First pitch, first ball to Casey Kleinman, who had the RBI double in the third inning that got the scoring started today. He's ahead 1-0. 1-1 now, a fastball on the outside corner of the plate. Casey Kleinman, again, we were talking about how good of a hitter he is. Hit just under 300, only struck out 4 times. He walked a bunch, he got hit a couple times, 29 walks. Ball 2 in the dirt, it's 2-1, 2 outs. Again, the second player in VCU history with as many at-bats and as few strikeouts as he had, Donnie Phillips, in 82 and 83, the only other one.
That's going to be a tough play for the shortstop.
It's going to be a tough play, and they get him in time. Great play by Talley.
What an arm to get that. I mean, Casey was flying down that first baseline. He had to rock it after that chopper got to shortstop, and they get that third out.
Yeah, short chopper just over the mound, fielded by Talley. Hard throw down to first. For one of the better running catchers you'll see, Casey Kleinman beats him. And an important 0 put up by the Utah Labs. It's 4-0 going into the top of the 5th. We'll be right back, and looks like we'll have a new pitcher on the mound.
How do you define adventure? Riding the world's largest rotating tram car? Taking in SoCal's awe-inspiring views? Exploring over 50 miles of pristine wilderness? Enjoying casual or fine dining at 8,500 feet? Discovering our history? Experiencing our scenic trails? Getting that perfect souvenir? Whatever you'll find it at the Palm Springs Aerial Tramway. Adventure at its peak. Begin your adventure at pstramway.com.
Family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Top of the 5th inning here in Palm Springs, and my apologies, it's still Hudson Bonkel out there. He's worked 4 clean innings, and he'll face off against Thomas Summers, Cole Talley, and Jalen Thomas. 6, 7, and 8 in the Labs order. 4-0 game. Stephen Buxton joined by Zach Durham here on 1270 Fox and on the Power Baseball YouTube channel. Glad you could join us. And a first pitch curveball by Hudson Bonkel starts him with the strike. It's 0-1.
That we know about this Power roster for 2025, there are a lot of pitchers. So obviously there's probably a few guys that are expected to come in and throw in this game, but Bonkel's kind of been shoving. So no surprise that Dill has left him out there for this 5th inning. So
yeah, he's been efficient. He's pounded the zone. He's only allowed a handful of base runners. It's been just about what you can expect, and it's 0-2 now with nobody on, nobody out for Thomas Summers. Summers has not registered an at-bat, had 1 plate appearance, walked in the 2nd inning, and it's 1-2 now. 1-2, Bonkel working out of the stretch. Fastball yanked it outside. It's 2-2 now. Bonkel works quickly. If he gets ahead of a batter, he will just stay set and fire away. 3-2 as the curveball breaks out.
Yeah, we saw a similar at-bat earlier in the first couple of innings, and he went back to his fastball to finish off the hitter. Let's see if he does it here.
Payoff pitch. Bonkel goes with the fastball off the hands. Grounder to short. Going to be a tough play. Down to first. Gets him in time.
Gonzalez had to cover a lot of ground over there from the shortstop position, able to get there and fire the throw kind of awkwardly across his body for the first out.
Gonzalez to Kirkland, a duo that Power fans should get used to, and a great play there to get the leadoff batter. Now it's Cole Talley, 0 for 1. He struck out to end the second inning, and just like that, he's behind 0-1 now. 0-1, 1 out. Defense playing straight up, infield and outfield. A big gap up the middle. Pounds the fastball inside, can't get the call. Looked like Casey Kleinman's target was a little more over the plate, had to move the glove a little more. But 90 miles an hour on that fastball from Bonkel. 1-1 pitch. Curveball, lifts it in the air to center field. Running in on that, that's Nato. And we've got 2 outs.
And that was a good curveball right there from Bonkel. Very softly hit, only 74 off the bat to dead center.
Bonkel's used really the whole arsenal tonight. It hasn't been as reliant on the slider to get the putout, but the fastball's been fantastic. The slider's been there, but with 2 outs, he fires in another fastball at 90, just off the outside corner of the plate, though. It's 1-0.
And I think it's good that he's working in that curveball more. Sometimes if you're a hitter, you know that he's got a good slider. You're kind of expecting it.
Brings out the curveball there, slows him down. It's 1-1 now. 1-1, 2 outs, nobody on. Power with a 4-0 lead in the top of the 5th inning. Hudson Bonkel has been cruising. Throws another wrinkle in there, curveball in the dirt. It's 2-0, or 2-1.
Back-to-back curveballs. See if he stays with the off speed.
2-1 pitch, dials it up, fastball, bottom of the zone, called strike 2.
So he's going back and forth, fastball, couple breaking balls, back to the fastball.
Let's see what he'll do here. 2-2, 2 outs. Bonkel out of the stretch. Fires, swing, and a miss there. Another strikeout for Hudson Bonkel. We're halfway home here in Palm Springs. Bottom of the 5th coming up here on 1270 Fox and on the Power YouTube channel.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Good things come in 3s, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
Bottom of the 5th here in Palm Springs. Rylan Evans, Miles Walton, Keaton Nadeau leading it off. 2, 3, and 4 for the Power lineup against Cooper Elliott in his 3rd inning of work. Hudson Bonkel has thrown a gem so far. Just two hits, no runs, and he's got the Power ahead 4-0. Sharp ground ball to shortstop. Hard throw to first gets Rylan Evans in time. Good play by Talley.
Good dig over there from Goins, as that throw is well short. He had to stretch and get the scoop for the first out.
Miles Walton 1 for 2, had a single. Then he had a fun trip around the bases. He stole second, he stole third. And the Power put up 4 that inning. Struck out in the first to end it. But he's here, nobody on, 1 out here in the 5th inning. Cooper Elliott, and that's a squared up bunt that goes foul. Tried to drag it there.
You know, it's not often you see a 3-hole hitter laying down a bunt with nobody on base, but you know, never know what you're going to see on the diamond.
66 miles an hour on the breaking ball from Elliott. He's been sending high 70s, low 80s, but he's ahead 0-1 against Miles Walton. Walton again out of Sacramento State. Hit .431 his senior year in high school at Sac State. He's got a career .235 average in split playing time across 56 games. He's behind 0-2 now with 1 out.
He had 7 stolen bases this year, so he's got the speed.
And we did see it in his last appearance. 0-2, 1 out, pitch from Elliott. Outside, ball 1. Elliott came in after Elio Romo couldn't put out the fire in the third. Back-to-back walks chased him there. But Elliott got the immediate ground ball from Christian Perez. 1-2 pitch. Curveball off the corner, gets the call for strike 3.
That's our first backwards K of the evening. And it was a good one. Breaking ball, outer half. Walton too late to make up his decision of whether he was going to swing. It was going to be tough to fight that one off. Good pitch.
I said it was off the plate. It was just barely off the plate. A great pitch there, really in kind of a shadow zone for the umpires. It's a 50-50 ball, and he gave Cooper Elliott the call. Now it's Keaton Nadeau. 0 for 2 with an RBI. Grounded out to short in the 3rd inning. That one scored a run, though. He's ahead 1-0. Nadeau up, Mark Kirkland on deck. 1-0 pitch, curveball. Falls just into the zone inside. It's 1-1 now.
Almost 12 inches, almost a full foot of break on that breaking ball.
1-1, a fastball there off the plate. It's 2-1. 3 years of varsity baseball, 1 year varsity soccer in high school. Citrus Valley High School in Highland, California. The fastball for a strike. It's 1-2. 1-2, 2 outs. Nobody on. Cooper Elliott trying to work a clean inning. Curveball just below the zone. It's 2-2.
He's feeling that curveball. He's been spinning him a lot in this inning.
Correction, our umpire, home plate umpire, signaling up. It is 3-2, actually. So payoff pitch here. Elliott trying to work a clean inning. Ball 4 outside. It wasn't close. Nadeau to first. Another walk for the Power, and Mark Kirkland coming up.
Yeah, Mark Kirkland back up with another runner on base. Trying to put one in play after back-to-back walks.
Kirkland's been in this spot a couple times. He's hasn't registered an at-bat. He's got 2 plate appearances, 2 walks, stole a base. Now he's got 2 outs. Evans at first, big jump there, a good back pick. Can't get him, though. Strong throw behind the plate from Thomas, trying to go get a speedy Evans at first. Keep him in check, but it's 1-0 now for Kirkland. Kirkland up, Grayson Gegg on deck. Christian Perez in the hole, and they're going to check back on Evans again. Evans, a utility player at University of the Pacific. Number 13 ranked player in Nevada's 2022 recruiting class. Foul ball hard down the left field line. Over into the Power bullpen, skips back into left field. Summers will just toss it back into play.
That was a good hack from the lefty, slicing it down that third base line. A little less English on that ball would have kept it fair over towards that 21 Gurley sign in the left field corner.
Played 40 games with University of the Pacific this year. His first one in Palm Springs. Ball 2 inside, gets to the backstop. Evans is going to take second base. Goes 90 feet from first. Pitch was out of the zone, out of the hand. Mark Kirkland didn't even take the bat off his shoulders.
Not the first time we've had a runner on second with 2 outs. It's going to need some situational hitting.
2-1, 2 outs, and Kirkland drives that one into the gap. It's going to get down in front of Hurl. No throw to the plate and an RBI single by Mark Kirkland.
Perfect to start the season. 2 walks and his first hit of the year. It's an RBI single to extend the lead to 5-0 for the Power.
5-0. Mark Kirkland gets an RBI single, scores Nadeau from second. And with 2 outs, it's Grayson Gegg. Gegg 0 for 1, walked in the second, fielder's choice in the first. And he's ahead 1-0.
That single from Kirkland, only 79 off the bat. Didn't need a whole lot, as it just kind of dropped right in front of the right fielder, Summers.
Little bloop single. If it had any more of it or more on it, it was going to get into the gap. Stayed up for so long. Hero had a good chance to get at it and collected it with ease for the single, but still enough to score Keaton Nadeau. It's 2-0 against Grayson Gegg. 5-0 game in the bottom of ball 3, runs inside on Gegg. Perez 0 for 2 on deck. In the hole is Mike Gonzalez. 3-0, 2 outs. Mark Kirkland at first. Power ahead 5-0. Elliott set, looks up, gets the sign and fires. Way outside, gets away from Thomas. Both runners will advance 90 feet. Grayson Gegg to first, Mark Kirkland to second. After a walk on an errant breaking ball there.
Yeah, just didn't get around on that curveball. It was never going to find the back end of the plate from that release point, as the catcher Thomas goes out to have a talk with his pitcher.
Yeah, it looked like some curveballs just pop out of the hand. That one, it looked like he just didn't have a good grip on it. It completely slipped out and went straight to the backstop. Now in a 2-out jam. Runners on first and second. Christian Perez up. 0 for 2 on the day. Ground out to short and ground out to second in the third and second innings, respectively. Here he is fifth. He got Grayson Gegg on first. Mark Kirkland on second. 2 outs. Power ahead 5-0. Elliott taking his time and fires. Line drive, that's going to get down in right field and gets over Harrell. 1 run will score. Here comes Gegg. Going to third, and safe is Christian Perez on the stand-up triple. It's 7-0 Power.
Yeah, it was a well-hit ball down into right field. It was always going to drop, but poor angle from the right fielder for Utah. It scrambles past him, and that allows Perez to go all the way to third, as you mentioned, Stephen, for a stand-up 2-run triple to extend the lead to 7 for the Power.
7-0 for the Power, and it's all on 2 innings. Couple of crooked numbers, 4 in the third, 3 in the fifth, and they're trying to add on more. A runner on third as Mike Gonzalez steps up. First pitch to Gonzalez in the dirt. It's 1-0, and Elliott needs to find the zone here. He's been sporadic all inning. 1-0, Perez at third. Gonzalez walked last inning. He got hit on the first pitch of the third inning, and that started the scoring for the Power. 1-0 pitch way outside. Good job by Thomas getting in front of it.
And I don't see anybody warming up in that bullpen for Utah, so it might be Elliott's inning to get out of. Just needs 1 more out.
2 balls, no strikes, 2 outs, runner at third. Mike Gonzalez, the shortstop and 8-hole hitter at the plate.
Ooh.
Watches ball 3 up too high.
Yeah, that one just missing the upper corner of the zone. Not too far away.
Looked like it wasn't too high, but it was just off the plate. A good pitch, but Gonzalez with an even better take. 3-0. Outside even farther, but he gets the call there. It's 3-1 now. Not sure what our home plate umpire saw, but 3-1 now after the fastball off the plate gets the call for Elliott. Another ball outside, breaking ball, ball 4. Gonzalez with his second walk of the day. It's Cato Kleinman at the plate now.
Gonzalez has gotten on base all 3 of his opportunities, a hit by pitch and back-to-back walks. So him and Kirkland having a perfect on-base percentage to start the summer.
Cato Kleinman, he's been on once. He walked in the third, got thrown out trying to go from first to third on a double by Casey Kleinman. And then he grounded out in the 4th inning. Here he is, almost gets hit by that fastball inside. It's 1-0. He's got runners on the corners. He's got a 7-0 lead on opening day. Power up 7-0 over the Utah Labs. 2 outs in the bottom of the 5th inning. Gonzalez on first. Christian Perez at third. And a high pitch, and Thomas is going to check down to first base. No big deal, though, as Gonzalez just walks back. 2-0. 2-0, 2 outs, 3 runs this inning by the Power. Throw back to first. Not in time. Gonzalez safe there. Power have already stolen a handful of bases. They've shown that they can wreak terror on the paths. But right now it's 2-0 against Cato Kleinman with the top of the lineup right around the corner. 2-0, 2 outs, runners at the corners. Gonzalez going on the pitch, outside, throw down, gets away. He's safe there, and coming in to score is Christian Perez. It's 8-0.
Yeah, and that was, fortunately for the Power, that ball skips away from the middle infield. It looked like the throw was going to beat the runner at second, Gonzalez. He slides in, ball trickles away, and easily scoring from third was Perez.
Power just manufacturing runs tonight. We saw it all of last year. They will work the lines, they will work the gaps, and they just run the bases really well as a hard ground ball to second eats up Burnett. Throw down to first in time to get the third out of the inning, but the Power tack on 4 more. It's 8-0 in Palm Springs. We'll be right back for the top of the 6th inning. You're watching on the Power Baseball YouTube channel and tuning in on AM 1270 Fox.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our eat, drink, and play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection, and an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
We're through 5 here in Palm Springs, and the Power up to a big lead. It's 8-0 in the top of the 6th against the Utah Labs. Welcome on in, everybody. Stephen Buxton joined by Zach Durham here on a beautiful opening night and a packed crowd. And now we've got the second pitcher of the night for the Power. More returners coming up. Isaac Quintero making his Power debut this season after Hudson Bonkel worked a solid 5 innings and a perfect bunt by Isaac Harrell right down the lines. Quintero couldn't do anything about it, just hustling down the lines, just some textbook small ball by the Labs.
Yeah, perfect push bunt, and the lefty coming in, he's falling over towards the third base side. That bunt down the first base line, it's almost impossible for a lefty to fall to his glove side and hustle towards his left with his momentum taking him away from the ball. Almost an impossible play to make for Quintero.
Harrell bunts on the first pitch, a fastball in on the hands, and it was in on the hands, so it went down the first base line perfectly just to keep Quintero running more and more. So he's on first base. The first hit in a while for the Labs, first hit since the 4th inning, as Quintero runs behind 2-0 against the leadoff man, Truman Duria. Duria 0 for 2, grounded out to short, grounded out to first. 2-0 pitch. Fastball out of the zone. It's 3-0. Tight strike zone for Isaac Quintero. Twin brother of Ishmael Quintero. Both of them played with the Bootleggers in the PSCL last season. Isaac back in the summer, picks off to first base. A good move, almost gets him.
I think the throw beat him. It just wasn't the best tag over there from Kirkland. He's a little confused why the call wasn't made, but that throw definitely beat him. It was a good move, might have been his A move from the lefty.
Yeah, the left-handed Isaac Quintero playing out of Cal State LA. Played with the Bootleggers last season, coached by John Tessier. Went with his brother Ishmael to Cal State LA. Both of them got playing time. Foul ball off the hands. Third baseman Evans can't chase after. It'll go down for a strike. It's 3-1 now. Nobody out. One man on. It's Isaac Harrell, and at the plate is Truman Duria. Quintero throwing fastball, slider, changeup tonight, and fastball in the low 80s so far out of Quartz Hill High School in Lancaster, California. Fastball upstairs, gets away from him. The first walk of the season for Isaac.
And that puts first and second for the Labs to open up the top of the 6th. 2-hole hitter in Ashton Burnett coming up, so there's an opportunity for Utah to put up some numbers. It might be right here.
Isaac didn't have a ton of hits against him, just 19 with the PSCL, but a 4.18 ERA. A couple of walks, some tough breaks here and there, really raised that ERA. He had a quality season. Played as a 17-year-old in the PSCL. Had an ERA just above 5 with Cal State LA as a true freshman. He's ahead 0-1 and throws a fastball in on the hands, lifted way into the sky above Miles Walton, who settles under it and collects the first out.
Big first out for Quintero. That opens up the double play ball to get out of this inning after giving up the first 2 hitters, allowing them on base. That's a good bounce back out.
Quintero went with the slider in on the hands, and he got soft contact there. He's got 1 out, and it's Ethan Hatch coming up to the plate. Runners on first and second. Truman Duria at first, Isaac Harrell at second. Throw back down to first, and Mark Kirkland with an athletic tag to get him. Great play by Casey Kleinman with this strong throw down. Almost had Mark Kirkland tripping. He spins around and tags the runner at first to gift Isaac Quintero an out.
That is huge if you're a pitcher. You love to see that. A back pick to first base is hard to get the out on. Kleinman and Kirkland making it look easy there.
Couple Division I infielders there showing why they've made a living at that level. It's 2-0 now against Ethan Hatch. Fastball, or slider, I'm sorry, ran inside on him. 2-0, 2 outs, runner on second. Quintero fires in a fastball outside. Good pitch there. It's 2-1 now. Quintero, the lefty, working out of the stretch. Set, has the sign. Kicks and fires. 2-1 pitch. Lifted up above the infield. Into shallow center field now. Ranging back on it was Gonzalez, and he drops it. Running all the way from second base, Isaac Harrell is going to score there, and it's 8-1 now.
Yeah, Utah is on the board courtesy of an error from the shortstop Gonzalez. He got all the way out there, very tough. You're going out towards their center fielder who's running in. He must have called off Nato, just couldn't quite squeeze it, and that allows Utah to get their first run.
Yeah, Gonzalez calls off the center fielder Nato in shallow center field. It looked like it might have got off the heel of the glove, but it's 8-1 now as the first run of the season scores against the Power. Bodie Goins fouls off the first pitch fastball down in the zone. It's 0-1. Runner on first is Ethan Hatch now. Still a 7-run game here in the 6th inning. 8-1 Power, a pair of 4-run innings. Isaac Quintero with 2 outs, 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss on a good changeup down below the zone.
Yeah, perfect pitch going off that fastball from the left-hand side to a righty, just swinging over the top of that changeup low and away.
Quintero trying to finish it off here, trying to limit the damage to 1. 0-2 pitch. Up too high with the fastball. It's 1-2 now.
Fastball, changeup, back to the fastball in the last 3 pitches of this at-bat.
Top of the 6th inning, 1-2, 2 outs. Quintero with the pitch. Fastball on their slider there on the corner. Can't get the call. It's 2-2. Just barely missed, just too low.
Yeah, tried to throw that back foot slider to the righty. Just unable to get the hitter to bite.
2-2 pitch from Quintero. 2 outs. Bodie Goins at the plate, and the breaking ball slipped out of his hand. Gets by Kleinman back to the backstop. Runner will move ahead 90 feet. Hatch at second base now. And Goins with a full count.
Yeah, it looked like he tried to spin something backdoor and just never got it there, as it trickled right behind Kleinman.
Back-to-back breaking balls have Quintero in a full count now. It's 3-2, 2 outs, runner on second. Goins at the dish, and that's ball 4 downstairs. He just pulled another slider there.
Yeah, it was over the plate, just low, below the knees of Goins. And it looks like we might be having a pinch hitter.
Looks like it is a pinch hitter. It's number 44, Anu McCabe coming in. Replacing Mason Ward, the designated hitter, assuming it's a 1-to-1 switch. He'll fill in the DH roles for the rest of the night. Sharp grounder gets inside of the third base line. 1 run will score. Here comes the second runner. Goins is going to get waved around, and he'll score 2. RBI double. It's 8-3 now.
Well, that's how you welcome yourself into the game. First pitch he sees, ropes it down the third base line, trickles into the corner. That allows both runners to score. And all of a sudden, Utah's got a 3 spot on the board in the top of the 6th. Still 1 out to work with.
Anu McCabe comes in, puts 2 up on the board, and this Utah Labs team has some life. It's a 5-run game here in the 6th inning. 8-3, and it's Thomas Summers coming up. 2 outs, a runner on second. And a first pitch fastball just on the bottom of the zone for strike one. Thomas Summers 0 for 1, walked in the second inning, grounded out to short in the fifth. Swinging bunt there right back to Quintero, and a gift gets him out of the inning. Shovels it to Kirkland, and going to the bottom of the sixth inning, some action for the Labs. It is 8-3 now. We'll be right back after a break on AM 1270 Fox and the Power Baseball YouTube channel.
A philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Bottom of the sixth here in Palm Springs. Welcome on in, everybody. Again, thank you for joining us here on opening day. It's Zach Durham and Stephen Buxton here, and it's an 8-3 ball game. The Utah Labs showing some life last inning. A Michael Gonzalez error at shortstop really broke things open for them, gave them a chance. A fly ball to shallow center field. Michael Gonzalez couldn't come up with it. 2-run score. Or a 1-run score, then an RB. New McCabe at pinch hitting for the designated hitter Mason Ward scores a pair. It's 8-3 now.
Yeah, that error obviously directly brought in 1 run, but it allowed McCabe to come in and pinch hit and drive in 2 more. Utah has life, and I think that's what they were wanting to see from themselves. Still a 5-run ball game, but they're going to need their pitching to pull them through in the back end of this game.
Again, the Power don't need to desperately add on a ton of runs right now. They're not in a ton of trouble yet, but it is a 5-run ball game. The Labs aren't out of it yet, and it's Casey Kleinman, the leadoff man, starting things in the 6th inning. Kleinman watches strike one off the outside corner of the plate, fastball by Cooper Elliott. Kleinman, Rylan Evans, Miles Walton due up. Keaton Nadeau coming up if any of them can reach. And Kleinman slaps that one right at the right fielder, Harrell.
83 off the bat, just right at the right fielder. As 9 times out of 10, that finds a spot on the field. That was the one time it finds the number 9 position.
Yeah, just the tough case of hitting him right at the fielder, and he did it there. Harrell barely had to move, and it's Rylan Evans coming up. 0 for 2 on the night, walked in the 3rd inning and scored. And a swinging bunt there, slow chopper to short, and a great play by Talley, who showed off a cannon at short. Gets him in time on the bang-bang play.
We've seen a lot of good plays from both shortstops tonight. I know Gonzalez made an error, but he turned that nice double play earlier. But for Talley, he's been able to show off that strong throwing arm more than once tonight, and right there getting another out.
Miles Walton with a pair of Ks and a single on the day. He stole 2 bases. He's got 2 outs and nobody on, trying to start something here. First pitch fastball, up and in, ball 1.
Yeah, struck out looking in his last at-bat. We'll see if he tries to put this one in play. Swinging here.
Walton swinging, and that takes a brutal hop that goes right over Talley into left field. You'll take him any way you can get him. A single for Miles Walton.
That's going to be one of the largest hops you'll see in any infield. Just kicking right where the dirt and grass meet, hopping over Talley's head, and 2-out base knock for Miles Walton, his second of the night.
Just a tough break there for the Utah Labs. Looked like they had the third out there, but now it's Keaton Nadeau up with a runner on. First hit of the season for Miles Walton as the fastball eats up Thomas behind the plate. He keeps it close, though. It's 1-0. 1-0, Keaton Nadeau up. 0 for 2 on the day, but he's got an RBI, a walk, and a run scored. RBI fielder's choice in the third inning. It's 1-0 here, 2 outs. Miles Walton at first. They're going to check back on him, and it was close. Good throw by Cooper Elliott. Elliott's standing, awaiting the sign. He becomes set. Running on the pitch, and that runs inside on Keaton Nadeau and drills him. Another hit by pitch from the Utah Labs, and it's runners on first and second now for Mark Kirkland. The Labs just handing out free bases tonight.
And not the first time we've seen a hit batsman for the Power. Just adding to the on-base percentage. But yeah, you mentioned a few walks, a couple of hit batters. Really, the Labs pitchers just creating their own problems by allowing free bases. Only 5 hits for the Power, but they have 8 runs. So those free bases are certainly haunting them.
5 hits, 8 runs, and Mark Kirkland's been right in the middle of it. They've got 10 free bases they've handed the Power between batters hit by a pitch and walks, and Mark Kirkland's got 2 of them. He's walked twice. He had an RBI single and scored last inning. He's got 2 runners on here, and he's ahead 1-0. Mark Kirkland, one of the handful of players, it just feels like he wakes up in the morning and he's already ahead 1-0 in the count. He's a big, imposing figure. He can hit the ball a long way, but he works such great at-bats. 1-0, 2 on, 2 outs here in the 6th. Laid on the fastball there. It was inside. It's 1-1 now. He fouled it off the net.
Well, you can see why he's so confident in that left-handed batter's box. He's got a big open stance, and he's got the vision. Obviously, he's very good at drawing walks, but he just looks comfortable up there in each and every one of his approaches.
1-1 pitch, righty-lefty matchup. Mark Kirkland watches a fastball on the outside corner. It's 1-2 now.
Like right there, 86, outer half. He knows it's a fastball. Doesn't really think he can do a whole lot with it, so he just lets it go and waits for his pitch.
Labs possibly 1 pitch away, double steal. No worries, though. A fastball outside gets Mark Kirkland swinging and ends the threat. We're through 6 here in Palm Springs. It's 8-3. Power on top on opening day. We'll be right back on the Power Baseball YouTube channel and AM 1270 Fox Sports.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com. There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Top of the seventh inning here in Palm Springs. Stephen Buxton joined by Zach Durham, and it's a 5-run game. Power on top, 8-3 over the Utah Labs, and on a night with a lot of familiar faces, here's one more. Trevor Eby takes over on the mound after Isaac Quintero went 1 inning. He allowed 1 run, and now it's Trevor Eby. Out of Palm Desert High School, went to Saddleback for 2022 and 2023. Made a stop at Texas Arlington, had a minute with the Power last season. And he's at Cal State San Marcos now. Big right-handed pitcher. Features a fastball, curveball, changeup, slider. And a first pitch fastball. Goes right by Cole Talley. Tally 0 for 2 on the night. Eby, born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, grew up in Ohio, moved out to Palm Desert in his sophomore year of high school. Played with Daryl Salazar, the great coach over at Palm Desert in his high school years, and went over to Saddleback, as I mentioned, but he's ahead 0-2 against Cole Talley. Little blooper to second. Eats up Kleinman, recovers, throws down to first. 4-3 putout starts us off in the 7th inning.
Yeah, calm defending from Kleinman. Little bit of a bobble, but he stays calm. Takes a deep breath. Throws it over. And that's actually Dalton Thomas over there playing second base now. So defensive substitution for the Power, and it's a familiar face. And Dalton Thomas back out here at Palm Springs Stadium.
Dalton Thomas really a Power Iron Man. He's spent several seasons out in Palm Springs, as the first pitch from Eby is a fastball off the edge of the plate for strike 1. Thomas out of McPherson College. He's made his rounds around a myriad of different schools. McPherson, he's been to Lindenwood, St. Catharines, swing and a miss there. Eby pounding the zone, ahead 0-2 now against Jalen Thomas.
Yeah, I spoke with Thomas before the season started. He was a part of the championship team last year with the 2024 Power, and he just had a really good attitude about the team and their approach and wants to bring that into this season.
0-2 pitch, and he got him looking. Fastball on the inner half of the plate, and Jalen Thomas sent down packing. Isaac Harrell coming up. He's 1 for 2, had a single and a run scored last time up. But again, back to Dalton Thomas. He's one of the best guys you'll ever meet. He's a character guy in that locker room, a real leader. Casey Dill mentioned how he's real hands-off with his guys, and it's because of guys like Dalton Thomas in that locker room. As the first pitch fastball is a called strike, it's 0-1.
Yeah, and Dill spoke very highly of Thomas, and Thomas very greatly appreciated those words from Dill. He said he changed the trajectory of his baseball career, so it means a lot that he speaks so highly of him. He knows that he's coached a lot of really good players and that it's an honor. So just an overall one of the good guys that you want to have in the locker room.
Fastball up and in. It's 1-1 with a 5-run lead. 8-3, 2 outs, a fly ball to right field. Coming in on that is Gegg, and he reaches out and ends the inning. Going to the bottom of the 7th, another 0 put up by Power pitching. It's 8-3. We'll be right back on 1270 AM Fox and the Power Baseball YouTube channel. Bottom of the 7th here in Palm Springs. 8-3 Power over the Utah Labs. Power trying to add on here in a packed night, in a fantastic opening day so far. It is 8-3. Grayson Gegg, Christian Perez, Mike Gonzalez due up, and Cato Kleinman's spot getting taken over by Dalton Thomas, who was a defensive substitution last inning. But now it's Grayson Gegg. Gegg 0 for 1. He's got 2 walks, had a fielder's choice in the second inning. That one moved over Mark Kirkland, and he's ahead 1-0.
Gegg walked and scored in his last at bat, trying to get back on the base paths, put up another run. Power trying to get those 3 runs back that the Labs took in the top of the 6th.
Gegg watches ball 2, a fastball up high. It's 2-0 now. Labs showing some fight. They scored 3 in the 6th inning. Outside of that, they've got nothing. Just 4 hits. They've committed 3 errors against a Power team that scored 8 runs on just 5 hits. 2-0. It's 3-0 now as the fastball is out and away. 3-0 against Grayson Gegg, who's already walked twice today, and that's been the story of the game. 10 free passes given to the Power by Labs pitching, and that's a big reason why it's 8-3 now, and another one there. Ball 4. Not a single strike to Grayson Gegg. Gegg to first. Now it's Christian Perez coming up, and he's at 1 for 3. He's got a 2 RBI triple in the 5th inning.
Yeah, you mentioned that tonight the Power just have been manufacturing runs, and sometimes that's what you need to do. You're not always going to have the big slugging that's going to carry you through the game. Just very simple approach. Get them on, get them over, and get them in.
Nobody out, a runner on first, a good one in Gegg. And the first pitch, ball 5 of the inning for Cooper Elliott and the Labs.
You have to wonder if they're saving some arms for tomorrow, as Elliott, not a lot of command since he's come in.
1-0 pitch from Elliott. Outside, ball 2. Elliott has not found the zone this inning.
And nobody warming up down there, so you have to wonder what they're going to do. For the Power, yeah, they do have a lefty down there?
They do have a pitcher warming up. It looks like number 34 on the roster. We'll have that down. Throw down to first base. Not in time to get Gegg. It's 2-1 after the first strike of the inning. Oh, that's number 24 for the Power. That's Anthony Sanchez. We'll have more on the Viterbo product and PSCL great. Pitcher of the year last season. We'll talk about him more as he comes in. 2-1 pitch. Ball 3 upstairs. It looks like Christian Perez probably has the stop sign up until really a competitive pitch is thrown. 3-1, nobody out. Just 1 strike thrown this inning by Cooper Elliott. Grayson Gegg at first after the 4-pitch walk to start the inning. Ball 4 outside, back-to-back walks. Perez on first, Gegg at second.
Still no movement or anything going on the Lab side of the field, so.
Now it's Mike Gonzalez trying to make up for an error last inning. In the 6th inning, had a fly ball out to center field. Mike Gonzalez went under it and couldn't come up with it. That started the scoring for the Labs, and he takes ball 1 outside. Gonzalez on the day, 0 for 0. He's reached 3 times. He's got hit once, walked twice, and he's scored once. Stolen 3 bases already. It's been an active night for the COD product, for the Cal State San Bernardino commit, and for the shortstop today. 1-0 pitch to Gonzalez. Off the hands, liner to first, and they double him up. A line drive straight to Goins. He steps to first base. Christian Perez, nothing he can do there. He was frozen about 10 feet away, and 2 quick outs for the Labs.
Yeah, just an unfortunate turn of events right there for the Power. After back-to-back walks, first and second, nobody out, just a weak liner to the first baseman who just has to step on the bag as it was Perez caught in no man's land. But that'll bring up Dalton Thomas for his first AB of the summer.
Dalton Thomas, first AB of the summer. He's a familiar face for the Power. He's played between the Power or the PSCL just about every year since 2020 or 2021. He went out to Ranger, Texas with the PSCL during the season out in Texas due to COVID restrictions, and he's been all over the place out of Wenatchee, Washington. Played at McPherson this past season. 0-1 count. Watches a breaking ball in the dirt in front of him. He's got an 8-3 lead right now, bottom of the 7th inning. 1-1, 2 outs for the second baseman.
And when I spoke with him earlier about last season's postseason run, he just said it quite simply. We weren't leaving without any hardware, and I love that mindset.
He's got a couple of championships, back-to-back CPCL championships for Thomas. He swings and misses at a good breaking ball low in the zone. 1-2 now, 2 outs. Grayson Gegg on second base. Dalton Thomas at the plate. He's played at 4 different levels of college baseball. 1-2 pitch. And he swings and misses. Had him fooled there at a curveball off the plate. And a strikeout to start Dalton Thomas's season. The Labs get a 0 when they needed it. 4 batters went up to the plate, and we're through 7 in Palm Springs. Top of the 8th coming up. It'll be Anthony Sanchez taking us through the 8th inning. We'll be right back and tell you more after a break.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together. Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Top of the 8th
Building
here
your
in Palm
business
Springs,
is no
and it's
small
been a good one so far. 8-3,
and you need the
and
right
another
team by your side. Whether you're just getting started,
apologies for the technical difficulties there. Your face on the mound. It's Anthony Sanchez starting the season. He's returning to the Power after he just blew out the PSCL last season with Coach Zach Novus and the Rush. He was the PSCL Pitcher of the Year. He's playing out of Viterbo University in NAIA in La Crosse, Wisconsin. Out of Fontana, California. Went to Kaiser High School. He was a 4-year starter there, and he has done nothing but great things out in Palm Springs. PSCL Pitcher of the Year last year. He was a PSCL All-Star. He showed up for the Power. Had a relief outing against the San Diego Waves. It was 1 clean inning. But Zach in the PSCL, that's where he made his money. A .96 ERA for the Rush.
Yeah, and an opponent on base batting average of 172. Well below the Mendoza line for opposing hitters. He is a tough guy to face.
And the left-hander out of Viterbo works quick, fires in a fastball for strike 1. Fastball slider changeup out of Anthony Sanchez. Fastball slider changeup out of Anthony Sanchez. and he'll face off against 1 through 3 of the Labs lineup. Truman Duria leading it off.
Yeah, that first pitch was painted on the outer half to the lefty, Duria. Second one, not so much to even up the count.
Second pitch called ball. It's 1-1. Nobody on, nobody out. Leadoff man, Truman Duria. Watch it, strike 2 on the outer half of the plate. A good fastball there by Sanchez. Sanchez had a tough year at Viterbo this season, in ERA in the mid-4s, but it was really inflated by 3 starts as the 1-2 pitch is upstairs for ball 2. His second at the start of the season, he took the loss against Waldorf, went third, gave up 5 innings pitched, he gave up 8 earned runs. That was on the March 1st, 2025. It's 3-2 now count. Again, nobody on, nobody out. Payoff pitch. Liner straight to Dalton Thomas, cleanly fields it, throw down to first, and we've got 1 out. Again, he had that 1 outing against Waldorf, 8 earned runs in 5 innings. On April 18th against Olivet Nazarene, 4 innings, 7 runs. Against St. Ambrose on May 1st, 4 2/3, 6 earned runs. But in the other 7 starts, Zach, just 11 earned runs in 48 innings. It was a 2.06 ERA.
Hey, as former pitchers, you and I know that all it takes is 1 bad outing to inflate your ERA. So it's all about the long run. And in the long run, given enough sample size, this is a guy that can do a lot for the Power from the left side of the mound.
First pitch blows a fastball by Ashton Burnett. Top shelf heat, and he couldn't find it. 86 miles an hour, well above the zone. It's 0-1. Sanchez working already. 0-1 pitch. A good breaking ball there, and can't get the call.
Good job from Kleinman trying to get that frame job on the outer half to not get the home plate umpire's attention on it.
1-1, 1 out, and a line drive gets up in the air now to third base. Long throw to first in time. Evans to Kirkland, connect on the putout. We've got 2 outs in the 8th.
Seen Evans make a couple of plays over there at third. That one was pretty routine, but going back to that sliding play, moving to his right, has seen some good defense from the hot corner for the Power.
And just another hit on Sanchez for how dominant he was with the rush last year. He had a 17.9 K per 9, almost striking out 2 batters an inning. Starts off 1-0 as the pitch is outside against Ethan Hatch, who's 0 for 3 on the night. He reached on an error in the 6th and scored. Fastball there, can't get the call. It's 2-0. Outside and low on that pitch. 2-0, Sanchez working quickly. 2-0 pitch outside. 84 miles an hour there, and it's 3-0. Pitch from Sanchez. Fastball right down Broadway, gets strike 1. His best game last season was with the Rush in the PSCL playoffs. Faced off against Jimmy Johnson's A's. Through a complete game shutout. Fouls a fastball back off the net. It's 3-2 now. Complete game shutout against the A's on July 8th. Allowed just 3 hits. He struck out 13 with just 1 walk.
That just shows when he's on, he's on.
And he's got a chance right here. 3-2 pitch. Upstairs, ball 4. Lost the breaking ball there. First walk of the season for Sanchez. Now it's Bodie Goins coming up. 1 for 2, walked in the 6th. Doubled in the 4th, flew out to center in the 2nd. Two outs in an 8-3 ball game here in Palm Springs. Top of the 8th inning. Power trying to close out a first win of the season on a game that's gone pretty close to perfect outside of 1 or 2 plays. First pitch, strike outside corner. It's 0-1.
Perfect spot for that fastball down at the knees and on the outer half of the plate to the righty.
Sanchez working quickly out of the stretch. Abbreviated move and pulls it low.
We saw a good move from Quintero back in the 6th inning. Didn't get the out at first, but some pickoff moves from the lefties tonight. We'll see if Sanchez has one.
1-1 pitch. It's 1-2 called strike there. I would say Sanchez managed the running game well last season, but I'm going to be honest, he gave up about 5 base runners all year. He didn't really have to work out of the stretch all that much.
And I think right here with 2 strikes, he's not even worried about the guy at first. He just wants to put this hitter away.
1-2, 2 outs. Here's the pitch. Off the end of the bat, foul. It's going to go over the trainer's tent, over to the first base concession stand. Beautiful night here in Palm Springs, a packed crowd. We're going to have fireworks later on in the night. Before we do it all again tomorrow, Game 1 of the season, 2025 Palm Springs Power season, back-to-back CPCL champs. Anthony Sanchez, part of last year's squad, trying to finish it off here. 1-2 pitch, a fastball out off the plate.
And it's good to have guys on this roster that have been here in the past, whether it's one appearance, like it's Anthony Sanchez. You said he only threw 1 inning last year. But as you mentioned, PSCL Pitcher of the Year last year. This is a guy with experience in this ballpark.
2-2 pitch. Slider on the corner, Godkin for the out. Anthony Sanchez with the backwards K, puts up a 0. And the Power just 3 defensive outs away from win number 1 of the season. Top of the lineup due up. Casey Kleinman, Rylan Evans, Miles Walton will start off the bottom of the 8th inning. We'll be right back on AM 1270 Fox Sports and the Power YouTube channel.
Somewhere down there is you. And just like us, you're an amazing Palm Springs vacation home. I bet we have a lot in common. Elevated, yet down to earth. A place to soak it up, sip it down, and make a splash. A place where staying in is even better than going out. Not just a place for visiting, a place for living in the moment. That moment when vacation dreams become reality. You're one of Palm Springs' best kept secrets. Let's show you off. Because you're so much more than just a home. You're a destination. You're an adventure. You're an idyllic escape. You're a happy place.
Bottom of the 8th inning here in Palm Springs. Casey Kleinman leading it off, and looks like we've got a new arm on the mound for the Utah Labs. Working on getting you that name and number as soon as we can. Looks like it's number 8 for the Labs. And that is Boston Stacy. Stacy fires in back-to-back balls. It's 2-0 against Kleinman. Kleinman has the RBI double in the 3rd, but he's 1 for 4 so far. Grounded out to 3rd, to short, flew out to center field in the 6th. 2-0 pitch gets away from Thomas behind the plate. He's done a solid job back there so far. The pitchers have made him work, but he's done all he can. It's 8-3 here in the 8th inning on opening day in Palm Springs. Stephen Buxton, Zach Durham joining you here, and Casey Kleinman with the 3-ball count. Watches strike 1, a fastball at the top of the zone. did not have the green light 3-0. Three and one pitch from Stacy. Upstairs, ball 4. Another walk for the Power.
Another free base runner for the Power. This one to start off the bottom of the 8th. Usually they say a leadoff walk scores 90% of the time.
Sends it to Rylan Evans, the second hitter for the Power. 1, 2, and 3 due up to start the game, or to start the inning. Evans looking for his first hit of the season. He walked in the 3rd and scored. Other than that, he's grounded out to short twice and watches a curveball just fall above the zone for ball 1. Ball 1, nobody out. Casey Kleinman on first base, who takes a big lead as that one sawed off by Rylan Evans. 1-1 count now.
That was a good hack, fouling it off to the right side. Trying to get that same pitch and put it in fair territory.
Rylan Evans up, Miles Walton on deck, Keaton Nadeau in the hole. 1-1 pitch from Stacy. Off the hands, little blooper swinging bunt to first. Kleinman advances to second, Goins collects it, taps first, and they get the out. 1 out, runner on second. Effective out for Rylan Evans.
Yeah, it's essentially a sac bunt. Moves the runner over to second with 1 out. And that'll bring up Walton, who not the first time he's had a runner in scoring position this evening.
Miles Walton, he's had an active day. He's got 2 hits. He's got 2 strikeouts, 1 swinging, 1 looking. 2 singles, 2 stolen bases. And right now he's got a runner on second and a 5-run lead. Big hack there, just got under it and sent it into the park. It's 0-1. Walton out of Sacramento State, one of a handful of players from the Hornets here in Palm Springs. A lot of Division I talent here competing for another CPCL championship. They've got 2 in 2 years. They've got 4 championships in Casey Dill's tenure. And ball 1 outside in the dirt. Has a great job for Thomas getting in front of it, keeping Casey Kleinman at second base.
Yeah, it wasn't a conventional block, but it did the job, as that easily would have allowed Kleinman to go from second to third.
Walton at the plate, 1-1. Stacy looking back at Kleinman and deals. Fastball at the bottom of the zone, strike 2.
Yeah, painted right on the knees in the heart of the zone. That's right where you want that fastball.
1-2 count for Walton. Steps in the box, gets set. Stacy ready, gets the pitch and fires. Curveball just below the zone. It's 2-2 now. And again, Thomas back behind the plate getting put to work. He's blocked at least 50 pitches tonight.
Well, you can see what the pitcher's trying to do after giving him that fastball at the knees, trying to get him to chase the breaking ball in the dirt. Not a bad 1-2 pitch combo to go for to try to put away a hitter.
2-2 now, runner on second. 1 out, pitch in the dirt, and another good block by Thomas. Count is now full, and more importantly for the Labs, though, with a 5-run deficit, they keep Casey Kleinman at second base. Kleinman's got good wheels at second as Thomas goes out to talk to Stacy, but it's 8-3 Power. They scored 4 in the 3rd. They scored 4 in the 5th. Since then, they've scored 4 in the 6th. Other than that, it's scoreless. And for the Labs, it was all 3 in 1 inning. It's 8-3 now. The Labs need to have some late inning magic. Bottom of the 8th inning in Palm Springs. They're just 3 defensive outs away from 3rd win in a row, 1st win of the season, and win one of a year that they're trying to go undefeated. They're trying to win another CPCL title. Full count for Miles Walton.
He's taking his time out there, waiting for his call from the catcher.
Stacy changing up the timing. Now he fires. That one's fouled back. 3-2, 1 out. Casey Kleinman, country playing in the country, playing in the Atlantic 10 over there. At second base, Miles Walton at the plate. Payoff pitch from Boston Stacy. Liner to third, gets under the glove of Hatch, and that's a base hit. Stays close, and to right field, Summers threw it away, and Kleinman comes in to score. He's safe. What was a routine play there gets under Hatch's glove, goes into left field. Kleinman stayed at third because, frankly, Summers was too close to even think of testing it. Summers throws it back in and just throws it away from the fielder. And chaos ensues. Kleinman scores from third, and the Labs gift the Power another run. It is 9-3 here with 1 out in the 8th.
Yeah, you said it perfectly. They just gifted it to them. I mean, he wasn't going to score. Dill was holding him up at third as it was a very softly hit ball. He was heading back to second, thinking that the third baseman was going to come up with it. When the left fielder, Hero, came up firing to third, I think Kleinman was just heads-up base running, saw that thing scored away, and took advantage of it, scoring the 9th run of the ballgame for the Power.
Single in E7 scores an unearned run for the Power, and it sends Keaton Nato to the plate. Runner on second again, and a good breaking ball off the corner starts him off 0-1. Boston Stacy's looked solid, but again, just plays like that, they haven't been able to convert. The Utah Labs haven't, and they've gifted the Power a couple runs. They've gifted them a lot of free bases, and Walton's going on the throw, and there will be no throw. Takes third base standing as a fastball in the dirt gets away from Thomas.
Well, it may be a 6-run lead in the 8th inning, but Casey Dill, love to see for a coach that, as you said, he wants that immaculate season, and aggressive coaching, it's going to get you there.
Dill doesn't ask a ton of the guys. He basically says, you know, keep your best behavior, treat the staff kindly, and just do what I tell you, basically. Just follow the signs and be ready for the game. And that always translates in a really aggressive approach. The players trust him, and it has paid off year in and year out. Casey's been with the Power for 7 seasons, manning the helm, has 4 championships, 2 in the last 2 years, and right now he should be favored for another. 2-1 pitch to Nato. He fouls it off. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, and I think, you know, speaking with him, he has an approach, and it works. And players come in knowing that, and they buy into what Casey Dill has to offer here in Palm Springs. And as he said, it's turned into 4 championships for this program.
And they don't just buy in. They buy in, and they come back, and they come back, and they just keep on coming back. There's a handful of players who have been with the Power and PSCL organization for 5 or more years as the 2-2 pitch is fought off. Sharp grounder to first base. Good play. Can they get him at home? And they do.
Very sharp play from the first baseman over there, stepping on the bag, firing a strike to home for the double play. The unconventional 3-1 double play ends the inning.
Yeah, the 3-2 put out from Goins to Thomas. A good one there, and they just steal 2 outs from the Power. But no big deal. We're going to the top of the 9th. We're 3 outs away. Power trying to close it out here for win number 1 of the season. 9-3 in Palm Springs. We'll be right back after a break.
A place to soak it up, sip it down, and make a splash. A place where staying in is even better than going out. Not just a place for visiting, a place for living in the moment. That moment when vacation dreams become reality. You're one of Palm Springs' best kept secrets. Let's show you off. Because you're so much more than just a home. You're a destination. You're an adventure. You're an idyllic escape. You're a happy place.
Here we go, everybody. Top of the 9th inning, Power up 9-3, and it's a new face on the mound. Tyrone Woods taking over for Anthony Sanchez. Woods, right-handed pitcher out of Bluefield University, senior at the NAIA. He's 6 foot, 175 pounds, out of Alexander, New York. Had some time at Genesee Community College, and he'll face off against 5, 6, and 7 of the Utah order. Anu McCabe, Thomas Summers, Cole Talley due up. In a game that the Power have dominated from start to finish. 4 in the 3rd, 4 in the 5th, 1 in the 8th to add on some insurance. It's 9-3, looking for win number 1 of the season. And first pitch out of Tyrone Woods, fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Woods working out of the windup, fires in fastball for strike 2 now. 0-2, nobody out. In a game that started with Hudson Bonkel, he's the undoubted player of the game at this point. Went 5 strong innings, didn't allow a run, struck out 5. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to to Anu McCabe. Strikes out on 3 pitches from Tyrone Woods. Welcome to the Power.
Yeah, and he came in with a steady 90-mile-per-hour fastball. Consistently throwing it by the Utah hitter, and it's a good way to start your Power career.
Good way to start your Power career, and for Hudson Bonkel, who's undoubtedly player of the game so far. Started out the Power season last year, immediately named player of the game, and today starts out the season, and it's looking like more of the same as strike 1 is fired by Tyrone Woods. Fires it into Thomas Summers, who's 0 for 2 with a walk today. Fastball just below the zone. It's 1-1 now. 1-1, 1 out. Power with a 9-3 lead. 9 runs on 6 hits and an error. For the Labs, it's 3 runs on 4 hits and 4 errors, and a swing and a miss there. Tyrone Woods gets strike 2. One and 2, 1 out. Casey Dill approaching 600 career managerial wins. The Power approaching 700 all-time, and they're approaching win number 1 on strike 3 looking there. Fastball dotted on the outer half of the plate. And Tyrone Woods just 1 out away from closing this out.
No nonsense from Woods coming out of the pen to get these final 3 outs. He's just been going right at these hitters, and he's got 2 Ks to go with it.
He's been sitting low 90s. He's only thrown a couple of breaking balls so far, and there's one there. 78-mile-an-hour curveball just inside. It's 1-0. 1-0 against Cole Talley, the shortstop, who's made a couple fantastic plays today, but again, the Labs down 9-3. Called strike 1 on a 91-mile-an-hour fastball down in the zone. 2 outs here. Tyrone Woods trying to finish the job. Looking for win number 1 of the year. 1-1 pitch. Another fastball, pulled it outside. It's ball 2.
Very aggressive still to the Utah hitters, just living by that fastball.
Again, if it's not broke, why fix it? So far, a bunch of strikes from Woods. 2-1 pitch. Off the end of the bat, had him flailing there, just got a piece of it. It's 2-2 now.
Yeah, he cued that one off the end of the bat. Just kicked off the top of the netting and back into the field. Oh. Looks like he's okay.
On deck batter for the Utah Labs came in sprinting to get that ball and slipped as he was going down to grab it. A chuckle and a dusting himself off. He's back on deck. Tyrone Woods back on the mound. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game. The Power win it 9-3 and start off the season with a bang.
Great way to start the 2025 season for Casey Dill and the Power. It was situational hitting. It was good at bats and very good pitching. Take away that error and that one inning where the Labs were able to get 3 runs. Excellent pitching led by Hudson Bonkel. 5 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, only 2 hits allowed.
Tyrone Woods finishes off the win 9-3 against the Utah Labs. Hudson Bonkel with the win. 5 fantastic innings. Just 2 hits, no runs, 5 strikeouts and a walk. Tyrone Woods strikes out the side in the 9th to finish it off, and really all over the lineup. Everyone contributed. Nearly every spot on the lineup, reached. Mark Kirkland had a clean night. He reached base 3 times, had an RBI single. Grayson Gegg had 3 walks. Mike Gonzalez reached 3 times. It was a great night, top to bottom of the order, and Casey Dill starts off season 21 of Power Baseball with a win over the Utah Labs. Again, 9-3. They'll face off against the Labs again tomorrow at 6:30 p.m. Right after the game tonight, the fans, they'll get to stay around and watch a fireworks show. But for tonight, thank you all for joining us. For myself, Stephen Buxton, with Zach Durham. Great game tonight. The Power win 9-3, 9 runs, 6 hits, 1 error for the Power, 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors for the Utah Labs.